هلا بكم مشاهدينا في فقرة الفاشن من برنامج سيدتي. سيدة استطاعت أن تحقق لاسمها شهرة واسعة في عالم الأزياء والموضة، وانتخبت من بين السيدات الأكثر أناقة في العالم العربي، روزمين مانجي. Hi Rosamund, I would love to welcome you on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're one of the top 50 influential women in the Middle East as a style icon. When did you know that fashion was a part of your life?
Honestly, I think from a very early age. My parents immigrated from East Africa to the UK and then Canada. And one of their first businesses was opening kind of newsstand store. And that was in the early 70s. And my dad ended up being an accountant, but he kept this business on the side. And I would always kind of go in there to get, you know, candies and stuff. And they had magazines. From a young age, I was just constantly attracted to that fashion photography, the bright colors, the beautiful dresses, and even playing with dolls. You know, I was the first one to rip the Barbie doll and try and, like, you know, figure out how to style her, you know, buy fabric and you know, create a dress or something for these dolls. And so I think my mom from then knew the first purchase they got me when I was probably 7 or 8 was learning how to use a sewing machine.
And how was the experience working in Europe with like big name brands?
Well, I think for me, I went to fashion school in the UK, and I was really fortunate to work with great brands. And I think really the only difference is that you're working in the head office. So, you know, it's where decisions are made. You're around creativity with the designers.
That's perfect.
You get to see product develop, and it's so exciting when you see a sketch. And then you're working at the show, and you know, you're in Milan, and you actually see what the sketch looked like and how it, you know, how Tom kind of just works his magic, restyles it on the model, and then it goes on the runway. And to see that process is so, it's incredible, and it's experience that I'm so grateful for. And so when I come to the Middle East, it's so nice to use all my experience, you know, over 20 years, and really apply my knowledge and my skill set in this region to help, whether it's designers or brands, really kind of connect with the consumer.
Can you give us some advice for women who want to start in the Middle East in the fashion industry?
I think if you want to start in the Middle East, I think having a great social media account is great. An Instagram account is really like your, you know, business card, essentially. If you can create a nice website where it's, you know, reflective of your branding. And when people are looking at you as a stylist, if you want to be a stylist or you want to work in the fashion industry, you know, you are reflective of yourself. So how you communicate yourself, how you dress, you know, your own branding is so important. So I think you have to kind of, you know, put that into consideration. And I think work experience is very good. I think when you grow up, especially for me, when I was young, when I heard about fashion, the only thing I knew about was design. You know, that's all you hear about. The fashion industry is $1 billion industry, and there are so many jobs for so many people, whether it's logistics, whether it's merchandising, buying, visual merchandising. There is so much that goes on behind the fashion industry. So it's not just being the designer. If you're a great pattern cutter, if you're great at visuals and you can be creative and do the most incredible windows, you can have an incredible career and successful career.
Can you give us some tips on how to look luxurious?
I think you can be luxurious without spending a lot of money. And I think you don't have to be in brands head to toe. And that's, I think, where personal style comes in. And I always say that, is try and have a twist to the way you dress that makes it quite special. So I don't think you have to spend tons of money on clothes, or if you're wearing, you know, a designer outfit, you can even go a little bit more simple on the handbag. It doesn't have to be, you know, really loud. But I mean, I think the best way to look luxurious on a budget is definitely put your money on a great pair of shoes and a nice bag.
Thank you very much, Rosamund, for your time. I really enjoyed having you on the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
وعودة لكم زميلاتي في استوديو سيدتي.